What would be the way for people to challenge their, like if they recognize they have a negative identity, to start to challenge it?
That's where voice therapy comes in, which I've done a lot of work with. You come to identify what you're telling yourself, the negative things you're telling yourself about critical areas of your life. Not only about yourself, but also even of people close to you that you love, your partner, your children. Mm-hmm. And you would begin to identify the negative thoughts that you have, and you begin to look and understand where they came from. You try to understand the source of these negative thoughts. And lastly, you change the actions based on these negative thoughts to the best of your ability. You begin to challenge the actions. So basically, you look for what you're telling yourself. You try to understand the internal voice, mm-hmm. the kind of ideas and thoughts you're telling yourself about yourself as you're going through life. And another thing, in areas of your life that are particularly painful, you may not clearly be able to identify what you've been telling yourself, but you can deduce what you must be telling yourself from the kind of way you've been treating yourself. You can begin to look for the underlying voices or thoughts that determine that behavior deductively. So, and then the more you understand it, the more you understand where it came from and how it was associated with your growing up, the more power you have over this destructive thought process, which I call the voice. Mm-hmm. And then you begin to change the behaviors and challenge it. If your voices are telling you to retreat and not go after things you want in life, you have to take the risk. You have to begin to take the risk of going against these limitations and trying new things and making alterations based on your understanding of the critical voices and going against them, mm-hmm. specifically going against them, making your actions go against them. Don't be quick to define yourself.
Yeah.
If you stop being critical, you're not a critical person anymore. Just that you're not stuck in anything. People say, this is the way I am, that's the way I am. They're always asserting that's the way they are, but it isn't.
No, they could just act different.
In fact, it's very often not their even authentic self. Mm-hmm. This false identity, it's a false identity to a large extent, mm-hmm. even though you've made it real and made it to a certain extent by acting on it. Mm-hmm. They induce a feeling that becomes part of their identity. So you induce, from the way you've been treated, a certain way that you are, and that becomes your negative identity.